Ha!
Hi. First one here gets the prize.
Nice. Is that me? Did I win?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but what's going on?
TBD. Oh, driving. Right
Driving.
here. Yes.
Cool. Cool.
What's going on
Um,
with you?
I've been in training all day, so I'm kind of decompressing from that.
Of someone else's or yours?
Someone else's, actually. Group facilitation training.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hello, who's the asshole in the car?
That ginger hair guy.
Numero uno, the guy who's here first. That's who.
Nancy.
Hi.
How's the knee feeling?
Day by day. I hope.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Hey, Paige.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank
Welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to get started in just a minute. Joe Metz, how you doing? Oh, he's still connecting. Hey, Joe.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Nice to see you, Joe.
Hey, Nancy. Good to see you.
Hey, Connie.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Good. How are
Connie.
you?
Great.
Got a fresh haircut for you guys.
Looks nice.
All freshly cleaned up. My hair might be shorter than Sajad's now.
I had short hair for 15 years, and during COVID, I let it grow.
Nice. There's Charlotte. All right, we're going to get started. Hey, Charlotte.
Hi,
Welcome.
thank you.
All right, there's Susan. All right, let's get started. Hey, Susan, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, geez, one more, Mike Wapner. All right, let's get it started. Welcome to our monthly town hall event. This is where you basically come and you learn all about the new things that are happening in the Idea Lab. If you're a new member, welcome. I'm so honored to have you. And you're going to get the lay of the land today, basically the future vision for the community, how you can get the most out of the community platform, how to engage in the community for the best results, meaning more connections, more people, how to invite people if you feel called to do that, and then what it looks like to actually be in community with each other. I'm going to start off with a question for you to think about today. What does it mean for you to be in community, to build your network of referral partners, potential clients, potential collaborative partners? What does that mean for your business? And what I want you to think about here, what are the possibilities if you partner, collaborate, and refer clients with the right people? The people who think about you and your offers and keep you top of mind. And what does that look like within the Idea Lab community? And I'm going to give you a little backstory on why I started to do that. Does that make sense? Awesome. So who wants to share what community means for them in their business? Go ahead, Nancy.
Yeah, so, well, I'm all about connecting with people authentically and building relationships authentically. And so hence my interest in community is that, there are people who are like-minded, like-hearted, people. And these are the folks that I personally want to do business with. I want to support them and at the same time be supported by them. So community is all those things to me. It is, a fellowship where we share values in common and have we look out for one another.
I love that. And thank you for looking out for me. I looked out for you today. I want to know, I was talking about you earlier today, and you'll be receiving a text message from me after work today, just to let you know. Anyone else want to share what community? Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, a couple things kind of really give me, I guess, joy. Kind of, I don't know if that's the exact word, but love getting new clients. I think we all agree to that, most of us. But I also love making connections. When I can introduce two people, even that I think will just have a good time talking to each other, have a bunch of things in common, and say, wow, that was really great use of my time. I did a great job there. I love doing that. And the more people I get to know well, the better chance I'll have to connect. It has been very difficult to say to somebody, oh, here's a potential client for you. I've made very, very few of those introductions, and I'd love to do more, but just the getting two people together that I think should be together is pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. But there's even a better, if you can find that person who either has your ideal client before it's time to work with you or after, that's somebody that you could actually refer clients back and forth. That's a good person to collaborate with on events, as long as you're of the mindset that it doesn't matter who gets the client. Sajad and I do a new event every Friday, and it's all about business growth. And I can honestly say that if we had 100 people at the event and 80 people chose to work with him and I only got 20, I wouldn't care. And if there was one person at the event and they chose him, I wouldn't care. And that's the type of outlook you have to go into, those power partners with. And I think that's really important mindset to have, which brings me to, that's one of the reasons I created this community. It started about 4 years ago on Facebook, same name, Idea Lab for Entrepreneurs. And when Facebook's algorithm changed about 2 years ago, my lives, my events were not getting what they used to get. So that group used to have about 3,000 active people. And over the last 3 or 4 years, every month, I would remove 20, 30 people who were not active at all. I'm down to 500 people in that Facebook group, and maybe 10 see a post. And I just thought there's got to be a better way to do community. And whether it's not so much the platform that I chose, it's more about the feeling in the Zoom room or at an in-person lunch that is being created with this group, at least for me. And the future vision is, thousands and thousands of entrepreneur members, 100 events per month to choose from in every area that you could possibly imagine. And I've adjusted that a little bit in the thinking that sometimes less numbers, more engaged numbers is better. And I actually sent an email a couple weeks ago to my least active people. So if you got one of those emails about how to be more engaged in the community, Nancy, you got it. I'm not sure why you weren't supposed to get it. Nancy's super engaged in the community. She was like, oh no, is this for me? And I said, no, it's not. So just some tips to be more engaged in the community and how you can do that in 5 minutes a day. The idea in creating this was really not for me. I have referrals, I have groups of clients. I've been in business for 15 years. I didn't need to create a community to have a farm to farm clients out of. We've all been in those communities, and sometimes it feels a little awkward. I didn't want that. I wanted an actual space for people to interact, because like Mike said, that brings me joy, it brings me fulfillment. So any questions so far about power partners, who to work with, who to meet?
I don't have a question. I do want to make a comment. I've been in this community now maybe 4 to 5 months, something like that, I think since December. And the quality of people that are attracted to this community, I think it's a testimony to you, but it's also testimony to the people you know who know who know who know, because I know some of you are new, probably are trying to scratch your head. I'm still scratching my head about what all this community can offer me and do, etc. But I can tell you that as I keep meeting people here, superior quality, just superior quality. So for no other reason than to, connect and rub shoulders with the folks here, I urge you to, stick around and figure it out.
Thank you, Nancy. That means so much. And I think that goes, Nancy is one of the community mentors, so is Sajad. And I think one of the reasons is that the people I chose to invite first, those 21st people, and the ripple effect of the people that knew those people that know those people that know those people. And not everybody gets an invitation from me that I meet. And I think that curation idea, if you can take that away, if Paige, if you know somebody who's like you and has a go-giver mindset and wants to connect with people and you want to invite them, that's how we keep the community kind of full of integrity and full of great value for everyone. And so I'm going to do a little screen share now. Did anybody else have any other questions or insights before I screen share?
I'm not sure. I'm so interested in this community because everyone seems great. I don't know. I'm not sure what to get out of it or what to give to it.
Awesome question. And I'm going to lay that all out for you. I'm going to screen share and show you the community. Does anybody need the URL to bookmark? I will grab that for you if you need it. I did not want to share my messy desktop.
Suzanne, can you hold on 1 second on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a question for Joe. Joe, what do you feel overwhelmed about?
Well, the simple answer is the first time I got into the community, I saw a whole lot of things on the left-hand side, a whole lot of events, some paid things, some free things. It just looked like too much. And I said, you know what? I don't have time to figure this out right now. And that was a few weeks ago. And I've been back in a couple times, but it still looks like there is so much going on there. And that's why I'm here today, because I think there's value there. Susan, this is for you. I think there's value there, but because of the overwhelm and I haven't gone in to investigate and check it out and spend the time there, I'm kind of hoping this meeting here will help shortcut that journey.
I think it will. I really think it will. Thank you for seeing that in the comments, Sajad. All right, let me screen share and I will. Great. Now you are seeing, this is the event that we're at right now. So left-hand menu, yes, that's exactly what you talked about, Joe. Where you want to go is the community. That's the main hub of the community. And you can think of that as a Facebook group on steroids. It's a Facebook group with numerous feeds. The ones that are important, the Ask the Community feed, and you can see I put these cute little graphics explaining what each of the feeds are. I didn't used to have that. Now we have that. So basically this explains for all your questions, answer and guide others with your knowledge. So I encourage everybody to check this feed, and if there's a question you have or a question you could answer, it's an awesome time to build, you know, that help and that go-giver within the community. This area, if you're
How do you post for that?
how you
I don't-
post,
Yeah, how do you ask the oh, I see. I
right
see.
there.
Okay.
So you just click on that
Uh-huh.
and you can type in your question.
Okay.
You can actually create a poll with different
Uh-huh.
options. So, hey, community, have you ever struggled with blah, blah, blah? Where did you find the answer? Yeah, I mean, you could create a poll. I'll show you a poll I recently created. If you want to answer somebody's question, you can just write a reply. And I always recommend tagging the person, you know, just like any social media platform. If you're answering a question, whoever asked the question, you just tag them with the @ symbol. The next stop is this community feature. This is going to show you a quick start in community. So Joe, this would be a great place for you to go to quick start. And this is going to give you access to the Getting Started course, which is a mini course I created to help people get started, not only in the Idea Lab community, but in any other community in general. It's going to help you get started, kind of show you how to kick off. So all you do is go to Quick Start and you click join, and that will give you access to the Getting Started course, which you find under the course tab on the left-hand side. So it'll give you automatic access. As soon as you hit join, you'll click on courses, you'll see this Getting Started, and you'll have access to it. And basically it takes you through the steps of getting started, and super simple and easy. Now back into the community, the parts you want to really watch, the introductions. This is where all new members, when they fill out their profile, it's automatically posted under introductions. So this is an opportunity to look here and say, oh, Amanda joined 5 days ago. Let me just say, welcome. And you can see that a lot of people routinely come in and just say, welcome to the new members, especially the community mentors. They're kind of, you know, trained to come and look for new people and welcome you in. So that's a great place to start. And if somebody happens to be a good referral partner for you, somebody who has the same ideal client, perfect person to click on their picture. And here's Carol. She's a voice actor, on camera actor. You could message her and set up a one-on-one meeting. That's totally kosher to do. Let me just let somebody into the community. Hold on, into the call. Okay. Any questions so far?
When it says start call, does that mean the two of you agree to just talk on here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I can show you how that works. It works like Clubhouse. I wouldn't do it if somebody's not expecting a call from you and you just see that they're online. I would do that as, hey, you want to meet in the Idea Lab and have a voice call? You can actually do that. And I'll show you where to do that. That's for the more advanced user, Connie. She's always ahead of herself, that one. All right, the next section, this is the main heart of the community, is the pulse. the pulse is for all of your content. You want to share an event, you want to share value, you want to share a video training from YouTube or from LinkedIn. If you say you do a LinkedIn live and it was awesome value, come and share it in the pulse. And all you do is start a thread. If it's a video, you click on this little box right here and you can share your Vimeo or YouTube link. You can add a file. So you can just pull a file from your computer and it'll share it with the community and they can download it. So that's a perfect spot for you to share an opt-in or, you know, some sort of workbook or value that you have to share. And then of course you could do a written post as well. And this is where you can come and interact with some of the other posts. You can join specialty groups. Here's a poll I created. Haven't gotten any responses on that yet about a workshop, but you get the idea of, you know, creating a poll. So that's the main pulse of the community, and value, massive value to me and to our community means something that teaches someone something, changes their opinion on something, gives them an action step to actually go do and help them in their business. That's massive value to me. It's not just coming there and selling your stuff. Of course, we all need to sell our stuff, but if you're only posting buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, it's less likely that people are going to engage with you. So value first. The second section, the win section, this is for wins and almost wins. I encourage you to post as often as you have something amazing to share. And I thought this was really funny that Sajad, you're going to do an event with Tom and he said you had to behave. So that I might come to that just to see that happen.
He'll talk about me if I behave.
Oh, he'll talk about you if you behave. Okay. And you'll talk about him if you don't. So wins are super important. We should celebrate each other, and that's the section to do that. If you'd like to connect with one of our community mentors, you can do that in this thread. You can message one of them, and the mentors are posting their events and their content there. All right, now the next part of the community, which can be a little overwhelming, is the specialty groups. And as we grow, I've kind of streamlined this process a little bit. So if you're not in any of the specialty groups, when you scroll right here to this little groups with the magnifying glass, that's all you'll see. I encourage you to click on that and explore all the other value that there is in the community. And this is literally, this isn't a networking feature. This is a strictly value feature. And there's mini courses, more to come very soon. And if you have a mini course that you would like to share with the community, you can do that. Let me know and we'll set that up. Then there's some challenges. Two of my challenges and a story brand challenge. You can join those all for free. Then our specialty groups, and there's a ton of specialty groups, and here's what they look like. You have a relationship to success accelerator, you have a brand community, a network community, a mindset community, health and wellness, funnels and tech, sales, mastering your message, which is story brand messaging. You have your holistic area, you have a content corner, And then you have my subgroup of coaches and consultants. So you can literally join and leave these at will. When you join them, it will give you access to one of the feeds right here, which you can see I'm in all of them except Content Corner. I'm going to join it. And what you're going to see is the Content Corner now popped up over here. And those are basically like Facebook groups within the community, but with that specific topic in mind. You can post value, you can ask questions, or you can interact with the expert that runs that group, that specialty group. I'm going to go to Nancy's group, which is the sales group, and you can read her posts, get her content. You could, if you have a question for Nancy, you could start a thread, tag Nancy. What events do you have coming up? Just a random question, but you could ask something in relation to sales and Nancy would answer you if you tag her. All right, so that's the main area of the community. Now, how to get even more value, more connections. The resource tab, that is downloadable resources, courses from experts. There's some member resources. Sajad has one. One of my attorneys in the group dropped a trademark guide here to trademarking and copywriting different things in your business. An influence scorecard from Tom Gay. You can read about the different community experts, some book summaries that I love, and there's more value coming to this area. And the events tab, this is a place to come and look at our monthly calendar, and you can see what events are coming up. Obviously, you get emails for those, and I'm going to show you how to adjust your notifications. Then the member directory. This is where all of our members are, 309 people right now. And say you meet somebody today. Nancy, what was her name? Nancy what? Nancy Pear? Nancy whatever? You can come here and just do a search for Nancy. Even better, you can say, what was that lady's name who's the sales LinkedIn person? You can search sales and you can look through and you can see who's in the sales group and you can find the person. She's down here somewhere. There she is. So there's two different ways you can search for people, which I don't know about you, helps my memory a lot when I can search for somebody two different ways. It's actually how I put people in my phone as well. Name, profession, and then some notes about them. LinkedIn whisperer, sales expert, blue hat lady, right? Anything that's going to jog my memory and make me able to search and find her.
Be careful, the hat color changes.
No, what do I do? What do I do? But I remember you now, so you're stuck with me. Too bad. And that's how you use the directory. The cool part that I love about the directory is that it does show you what groups people are in. So it gives you an idea if this Mike guy, he's super cool, by the way. And he has a resource under the resource tab that is by far the most valuable opt-in I've ever gotten in 15 years of being online. So you can actually go right to his LinkedIn profile, check him out. What does he do? Should I connect with this guy? Hey, Sue, can I get an introduction to Mike? He seems pretty cool, like somebody I'd want to meet or hire or refer to. And you can actually click here on his picture and you can read a little bit more about him, send him a message, grab his email, copy it to your clipboard, connect with him on LinkedIn. This was one of the features that I had to have in my community. You cannot do that on Facebook. It's much more difficult. And I wanted people to get more interconnected. All right. Lastly, you're not going to see matchups and you're not going to see analytics, but you will see Engage Pro. That is the first of the Idea Lab community partners that offer something of use to entrepreneurs. And you can basically click on that link and it will take you to Engage Pro software, which helps you stay in touch with your ideal clients, prospects, and inner circle connections. And he offers a discount for Idea Lab members, and there's 4 more of those things coming to the sidebar. All right, last thing. When you click on your name on the lower left, you're going to see my account. You won't see all that. You'll just see my account. And this is where you can go to adjust your notifications. So you can literally unsubscribe, turn off notifications. You can have mobile notifications on your phone, on your browser, on your computer. You can turn off whatever you would like. Community notifications are right here, that little bell. So you could leave those on if you want. And you could turn off your phone and your browser so that you're only going to see notifications when you come to the community. Email. This is where you can adjust all of those emails that you get. I want you to get the ones that you want and not get the ones you don't want. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Event emails. This is for any event that's created in the Idea Lab. And don't worry, I'm recording today and I will share this video in the getting started section. Event emails. You can turn them all on or off, or only after you RSVP will you get an email. Event reminders, same thing. On, off, or only after RSVPing. Event feedback, only after attending. That's super important. If you go to an event and it wasn't up to par or wasn't something of value, I want to know. If it was awesome, I want to know, and I want to share it with the person who gave that workshop or that event. The weekly digest email. This is my favorite email of the whole community. That comes on Mondays, and that shows you who's joined the community, what new events are happening, and what the most popular conversations in the community were. I recommend leaving that on. Unread DMs and mentions, I recommend leaving that on too. You don't want to miss if somebody's talking about you. Then lastly, you can override certain channels. Now, this is awesome if you're really interested in, say, my coach community. You want to make sure you don't miss anything in that. You would click here and find the community that you don't want to miss anything. You could check the coaches and consultants and then make sure that you get all the notifications for that. So I get all notifications for introductions. I get an email every time somebody new joins the community. That's important for me as the founder, not important for you guys. So questions, make sure you save your changes. You're all set for your notifications. Your account settings, that's where you can update your profile. Make sure all your links are there, website, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn profile. You can adjust your bio. You can add a custom emoji. You can download the desktop app if you want. And that's it. All right. questions for me.
Okay, I'll ask a question. This is
Go ahead,
Connie.
Connie.
Somebody called you Susan. Is it Susan or Suzanne?
Suzanne
Okay, thank you.
or STK. All right. Any other questions? Let me check the chat.
There's no more questions in the chat.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to ask one.
Yeah, sure.
How do we go about finding, with such a rich resource of members, how do we go about finding people that are in similar businesses or similar trains of industry that we could want to connect with?
I would start off with the specialty groups. So your ideal client is who, Charlotte?
Right now, it's a local small business, like 50 to 200 customers.
Okay. So what I would do is look for people in your area.
Okay.
That
So
were
can
in
I
the
pull it up
community.
by geography?
I've never tried that before. Maybe just have a conversation with me about who's in your whereabouts are you?
I'm in Charlotte.
Charlotte. So anyone from DC to Atlanta area would be good for you. I probably have 5 or 6
Okay.
people in the community. I can send you a list of people. Then really connecting with people who have those people as clients makes sense.
Okay.
So that means financial advisors, business coaches, maybe even graphic sign companies, people who are in touch with your ideal client and could refer you. That's a great place to start.
Thanks.
I got a story.
Let me make sure nobody else has any questions. First, Joe, how do you feel? Do you feel better or worse?
I always feel good, even
Okay.
when I'm overwhelmed and out of my comfort zone. I'm fine. I'm
Awesome.
fine. Thank you very much for the overview. That's kind of what I needed, is that 20,000 foot view of how to navigate inside the community.
Awesome. I love the word you made up for yourself, gapologist.
Thank you.
I don't know if you ever saw my LinkedIn profile where I call myself a eudaimonologist.
Oh, great. No, I have not seen that.
Okay, maybe we have to have a conversation about our ologists.
Hey, that would be great.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Susan? No?
No, I'm good. I'm good. It was good overview.
Awesome. Hey, Deb Mullen, thanks for joining us. Did you have any questions?
No, just want to compliment that fabulous haircut you got.
Nah, thank you. You should see the back. The back's all gone, so now I can
tell. I can tell you look sexy and you've lost weight.
Yeah.
I have. Deb.
I can tell.
She's been going 6 miles every morning.
You are like sexier than that Pakistani now.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, let's not get racist, you guys.
Hey, all I can say is, you got some competition now, my friend.
Well, listen,
Pretty.
I was in a meeting earlier. I was in a training all day today with a company called Exchange. It starts with an X and change. And it's literally, I've been with them for a year and I'm learning better group facilitation and facilitating, big corporate meetings and small things. And I asked a question today and somebody typed in the chat, who is that talking? It sounds like a 18-year-old. And I was like,
That's funny. But no, it really, you look fabulous. And,
thank you. Thank you
that
so
haircut
much.
is to die for. It makes me want to go out and get one now.
All right. Chop it off, baby. Chop it off. There's freedom in short hair, let me tell you.
I wore mine an inch from my scalp, but I also have to explain to you that I don't have video face anymore. Enjoy your age, my friend, because when you get to be my age, you won't be on screen as much.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you how to turn on the Zoom filter. It takes away all the wrinkles. So, listen.
Doesn't take away turkey chin.
Be proud of your turkey chin. I'm
Be
proud of mine.
it. Be proud of it.
This place went awry.
That's
We
why
went
they-
off the rail. Go ahead, Sujai. What's your story?
It's not even my fucking fault this time. I'd like that put on the record, please.
Okay.
Normally my
I'm gonna
fault.
write that down
Normally
right now.
my fault. This time not my fault. Frank Egan's story. Frank Egan owns AM Spirit, one of the biggest networking companies in the world. A couple of years ago, he helped me double my revenue through this quick story. And this has to do with what to post on Suzanne's platform or anywhere else you go. Add massive value. So there's a guy, this is a real life story. There's a guy that works at the hardware, or he doesn't work at the hardware store. He gives a once a week presentation at a hardware store, do it yourself bathroom remodeling. Every week, 10 people show up. After 1 hour of him teaching them what to do exactly and where to buy everything, 7 out of the 10 people hire him because people don't want to do it themselves. So on any social media platform, catch people's attention, add massive value, and then end with a call to action. So everything you post, somebody should be able to do something with that. And I've seen lots of people doing that, like Nancy and others. And then some people just advertising. You pay no attention to the people that are advertising. You pay complete attention to the people that keep adding value. So what should you be posting? Massive value. If you're actually an expert at what you do, give it all away for free, because people will hire you for help with implementation, not information. Nobody needs to hire me or any of the rest of you guys. We can get all that information without talking to any of you or me. You can go on YouTube or Google and get the information. People hire people for help with implementation, so show that you're the expert by giving away your program without charge. That's what you should be posting.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm smarter than I look. I did not appreciate you hitting on my future ex-wife, Suzanne.
What?
I was going to hit on you, but
Oh, that was my second question.
I'm a
Jokes?
little bit too old for you.
Oh, well, you know, you drink enough, I look like Brad Pitt or Denzel. Now, Suzanne, just to make sure, jokes are offensive.
What?
And no joking around, correct?
No, I love joking around.
Oh, you like,
And
I don't like jokes.
I love laughing.
I don't like laughing.
There's only a couple of words you've ever said that I would say, please don't say those again. You know what they are, but let's have fun.
Sexy? Sexy?
What? No. Shh, stop.
All right. Hey.
I think business should be fun. And if you're not smiling and laughing every day with not only your clients, your prospects, and the people you're networking with, God, why are you doing it? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I just said to somebody this morning, where are you currently networking? And she told me, and I said, are you getting any business from those people? And she said, no, but I keep showing up every week. I said, why? Why would you spend your time if you're not receiving introductions, referrals, or massive value? I have an event once a week. I don't sell myself at that event. It's all personal development. Sajad and I are doing a weekly event on business growth. Friday's event is going to be insane value, and we don't need to pitch ourselves at the end because we give it all away. And then if you need that specific help, you're going to reach out to one of us. And if you don't, I don't want to persuade or sell myself that way. It's not necessary. You don't need to do that. So anyway, jokes are offensive. Well, it depends on who's making the joke, I guess. All right. Any other questions? Workshops, events? What do you need help with? You good?
I'll say one more thing. It'll be my last thing. The more you put in, the more you get out. So Dan Coe, Suzanne put me onto his platform. He's got 2,500 people paying $27 a month, which is $65,000 a month he makes off of that. And it's like a gym membership. So there's 5 people that engage. So not talking about Suzanne's platform, any platform you're going to be on, if you're going to join something, engage. If not, you can't just, Suzanne and I were talking about that this morning, you can't just exist and money comes to you. You have to you have to actively contribute. That can be a comment, a reaction, a post, a video, a Les Brown, Jim Rowan, pictures of my girlfriend, whatever, something that makes people really happy or useful. Right? You get out what you put in. That's it.
Yes. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to grab the links for Friday's event. Also, our monthly networking event is growing and growing and growing. Every month there's more people there. It's the fourth Thursday of the month at 4 p.m. That is the event to come to. If you're going to come to one event per month, that's the event to be at. We do 3 rounds of breakout rooms, one with 3 or 4 people. The other 2 rounds are 2 or 3 people. There's business being done. One of my community mentors, Daniel Andrews, Charlotte, I'll introduce you to Daniel. He's
I already
in the
have
Atlanta area.
you've connected us.
Oh, good.
In Columbia. We're going to have a chat in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. So he's a super connector. I had him speak to my group of coaches, and he had 8 discovery calls booked while he was giving the presentation. And he called me afterwards. He was like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "I want to do that every time. I want that to happen every single time." And he delivers massive value, and people schedule while he's still presenting, which that's amazing. That's what you want. So let me grab some links for you for Friday's event. If you'd like to join us. There's also an event tomorrow, Gratitude Infusion Mastermind, led by David George Brooke. That gratitude guy, if you're looking to add just a monthly gratitude practice into your routine, it's totally free, and you can show up once a month and interact with some incredible people. David delivers massive value at workshops. And my event with Sajad is weekly at 11 Eastern time. There's the link for that on Friday. Growth Intentions is right after that. That's the personal development event. We talk about books, we talk about ideas. And this Friday, we are talking about, after a 2-week discussion on integrity, we're talking about embracing reality and understanding how it works from the inside out. When you get information about yourself that you don't like or that isn't working in your business, we've all had that happen, and embracing the reality of what's not working and being able to look at yourself and change it, how to shift that energy. That's what we're talking about on Friday. I've kind of become a specialist at that. Don't ask me how. I don't want to explain it. Okay. I'm going to let you out of here early.
Polarizing networking plug.
Oh, yes. Yes. Polarizing networking. You have a link for that you want to share?
This Thursday, 10 a.m. Central. We open at 9:50 a.m. If you hate online networking, you're welcome. So do I. My co-host is Kristen Spencer. She believes in know, like, and trust, go giver, and it's all about relationships. So she's wrong about everything. So she talks, and then I correct her about what she's wrong about. We have amazing guest speakers. Suzanne Taylor King is my co-host on July 6th. But if you hate online networking, this is a million times different. No dumbass get to know you questions. No patronizing lectures about what you can and cannot do. We treat you like adults because you're adults. So you can make friends if you want, or you can pitch your business. You can do whatever you want. We started in January. We have 144 people registered, over 50 people showing up every week. It's this Thursday at 9:50 a.m. Central. We shut the doors at 10. We start right on time. Thanks, Suzanne.
Welcome. Welcome. And that link's in the chat too. Highly recommend if you're looking for a really connected, really cool group of people. No fluff at your events, which I love that. And yes, I am a sponsor of that group. So if I hang out there, I have my own community, but I still hang out in his. So that says something. All right. Any other questions for me today? Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Thank
If you
you.
haven't had a one-on-one with me, there's two options. You can have a meet and greet where I learn about your business. You hear about my business, not the community, my actual business. That's a group meet and greet call where you'll meet between 4 and 15 other people as well. So it's like a mini networking event. Or if you want to meet with me one-on-one to discuss delivering some value in a bigger way to the community, I'm going to put my link to schedule in the chat. Save the chat for all these good information, all these links. And if you want to drop your info in the chat, feel free to do that as well. And there's my link to book a time. Again, it's a group meet and greet or a discovery call if you want to talk about adding more value to the community. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
You did a great job,
Welcome.
Suzanne.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you inside.
Thanks.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.